Hello, I'm Pastor Troy from the Evangelical Bible Church of Dallas, Oregon, and I am here to give you an update on what is going on with our Israel trip. Now, some of you are here because you were planning on traveling with us this past November, and as you are very aware, everything was canceled in terms of international travel for this past year, and we were unable to go at the present time. Some of you may be viewing this video for the first time because you've always had hopes and dreams of traveling to the Holy Land, and so I want to give you information as well on the things that are coming up with our planned Israel trip. So let's start at the beginning. What's it going to look like for when we're going to travel? What's the cost going to look like? What are the dates going to be? I'm going to put up a screenshot of the front of our brochure. The cost should be the same as we planned before, which is just short of $4,000 a person. That's an all-inclusive trip that includes travel, airfare, taxes, lodging, entrance to sites. It is based on double occupancy of a room. We normally can pair you with someone if you're not traveling with somebody else. The only thing it does not cover on a regular basis are souvenirs and lunches. Breakfast and dinners are provided. So it's a pretty all-inclusive trip. You will need a passport, but you don't need a visa. And so this will be flying out of New Jersey. You may say, why are we flying out of New Jersey? We live on the West Coast. The reason is it allows our participants to invite friends from different places in the country. Maybe you have a friend or family member who lives in Chicago or Florida or Colorado, and it's a good hub with where to launch our trip. And secondly, you can even use your own airline miles and hopefully reduce the cost of travel to the East Coast as we leave to go into Israel to fly into Tel Aviv. Now, in terms of the dates, this is the part that has the most flexibility at the current time. Initially, when we planned the trip, it would have been the past November in 2020. But when international travel was shut down, we made plans and already pushed back those dates until August 17th through 26th of this year. At the time we pushed them back, it looked like it was a long, long way away, but COVID and the pandemic and all the responses, not just in our country, but in every country, lingered for a long time. And then it started to get to the point where it didn't look like we'd be able to go even this summer. But things have changed a lot since the start of this year. And I'm talking with a tour company. They're saying we really believe that Israel is opening up tourism travel this summer. And so these August dates are now coming back into play. And what we want to put out to you is whether this would be a realistic possibility for anyone who is already planning on going with us to Israel. Now maybe you're thinking, I don't have the time, I don't have the finances to put together a trip like this in such short notice. And if that's the case, hold on, because we have some more information for you, and we want to let you know of our plans for the future. Maybe you're thinking, perhaps this could work, and the government wants to give me money. I could put that towards international travel to see the land where Jesus walked. And so let me just give you the options coming forward. Option one, of course, is that we would go to Israel as our dates are currently locked in this August of this year in 2021. And the secondary option would be about 2023, putting together a second trip, which is what I'm planning on doing anyway. There will, Lord willing, be a trip offered in 2023. I don't know yet whether this would be in the springtime or the fall and what the costs would be of that, but that is an option. So even if you're planning on coming this August and the trip can't happen because restrictions aren't lifted or we don't get enough participants, then you have something to look forward to, and you could just be slid into that second group and just plan for the future. We're planning to move ahead, and right now what we need to see is what is the response of those who are interested. So to sum up, if you want to reserve a spot for August, please email me through the church office here at EBC. We really need to know if we have enough participants by the very beginning of May this year. And if we don't at that time, we will then put all of our energies and efforts into the 2023 trip. If we have enough people here for this August, we will plan on going in August, and we will also be planning for 2023 for those of you who cannot go until that time. So you have a couple options. Either way, let me know if you are interested in joining us on one of our trips. Well, thanks for your time. Nice talking with you, and we'll keep you updated in the future.